Niaje wadau, welcome to our political lens episode. And today we want to see. We have been seeing a lot of politics in Republic of Kenya that we have seen that the arrows of president that we have seen that president of Republic of Kenya alikuwa akiongelea mambo huku na kule, and also in the other side of the other side of opposition we have seen also we have seen also the opposition also wanajibishana na president. And today we have looked for an expert that a political analyst that atatusaidia to analyze these things, how this blow has been affecting and has emerged in a political wave in a Republic of Kenya. We have seen also in ODM the team of Linda Mwananchi and Linda Ground also. We have seen that there's a lot of confusion in those two teams, and today we want to tackle about the blow of Linda Mwananchi as Winnie Odinga go to join the Linda Ground as appointed as a deputy party leader. Today we have a guest and he's going to introduce himself. Welcome, Kiongozi.
Asante sana. Good day to all our viewers out there. I'm Onyango Simon. I'd like to thank the media team, the Hammerster media team, and the host here, Mr. Omwami Mathias, for having me. And I'm hoping to have a fruitful conversation. Thank you so much.
Okay. Kiongozi, welcome to our podcast. Now, Kiongozi, we have seen that Winnie Odinga has become so very impactful in the ODM. Now, what is your view as ODM has appoint Winnie Odinga to be party leader in the NDC, the deputy party leader in the NDC?
Yeah, so I would like us to start from the perspective of our topic. We are seeing Linda Mwananchi having a blow. And there's a bit of a confusion, I think the public and even the viewers might be having, and that is we tend to assume that Winnie Odinga was part and parcel of the Linda Mwananchi team. And from where I sit and from where I've been doing things, there is no public recording of Winnie Odinga saying that she is part of the Linda Mwananchi team. But even if we look at her presence, it was going to give Linda Mwananchi a very big boost, because Winnie Odinga comes with the Odinga name. You can never, in the politics of Kenya for the past 25 years, you cannot rub off the Odinga name out of it. And it was going to give Linda Mwananchi that historical legacy of the Odingas. And this is a good move. This is a perfect move by the Linda Ground ODM team to continue capsizing the Linda Mwananchi ship. Because remember, in 2027, the electorate is going to be majorly the youth. And remember, all the youth figures in the opposition side right now who are at the forefront are Edwin Sifuna, Babu Wino, and because of the close relationship with the late Right Honorable Raila Odinga was Winnie Odinga, and that with the assumption all of them were on this other side. But Winnie Odinga crossing over to Linda Ground as the Nairobi delegates team endorsed, it is going to bring a strike between Babu Wino and Winnie Odinga, and now that's where the politics will start. Yes, and still to the blow, Winnie Odinga's shift to Linda Ground is not the blow. There are very many. There are two blows. Two blows and one blow from the Linda Mwananchi team costing to themselves, and one rather from other parties. Sometimes back, I think we noticed that there was a plot by someone to register the Linda Mwananchi as a political party. This is a move that was going to eradicate the entire trademark, the entire movement, because everybody knows about the Linda Mwananchi team, and the moment that would have happened, Linda Mwananchi team could not have any standpoint, anything that people could relate to. Number two, we also saw that just a few days back they had launched their website, Linda Mwananchi website. It was put in the morning, it was working, and by the afternoon it had crashed. And for which reason? If you looked at that website, there was a place where people are volunteering. So you click somewhere, then you're supposed to volunteer as a videographer, as a mobilizer. Then there's also a tab for donations. Do you know right now the youth see hope in the Linda Mwananchi team, and they were going to register in numbers as volunteers. Number two, every youth would have wanted, because also in that part for volunteering, the moment you just click also as a member, as a volunteer, 10 shillings, you're going to get 10 shillings. Let us just do a simple math. If 1 million Kenyans volunteered, how much money would the Linda Mwananchi team get? That was 10 million. And remember, money, finances are the greatest tool in politics, because it is used in the day-to-day running of things by a group or a political party. And those figures who do not want the Linda Mwananchi team to prosper, they totally diverted this plot. And as I speak, even 30 minutes ago when I was looking at the website, it's not yet up. And I hope they will put in more measures to bring it back.
Okay, now Kiongozi, bwana, so how do you see, is Winnie Odinga on the right track, or there's a game in between?
Once again, Winnie Odinga's move to ODM and being endorsed as the deputy party leader, for her politically, it depends with the move she will take in the 2027 election. And from where I see it, hopefully, because right now in the ODM Linda Ground Brigade, she cannot come up in the conversation as they negotiate for the deputy president position. But in order to build her for 2032, she has to go for the Langata constituency seat. And she should not do a mistake of coming to the Nyanza bucket to run, because if you want to just use some logic here, if most of the national topics, national engagements are in Nairobi, even Raila Odinga himself established himself in Nairobi, because Nairobi is a metropolitan city whereby it has very many people. So you will end up, as you campaign, as you urge people and mobilize them, you will engage very many people, and you'll show up to very different people from different cadres. And hopefully in 2027, hopefully she will run under the Nairobi for the Langata MP constituency seat, because we already know, it's already public that Jalango will be running for senator seat. Yeah. So we hopefully, if that's I feel like that is the main because even if you look at the deputy party leaders, how the organogram, how they are structured, the deputy party leaders were supposed to bring the national outlook of ODM, but we have Abdul Swamad,
governor of
Mombasa Coast, Simba Arati,
governor of Kisii,
that is the Kisii region, and we have Sotsi, the western side, and for the Nyanza side, you have the chairperson position. So that organogram was supposed to show the establishment of ODM not as a Luo party, but as a party for everyone, whereby everybody is involved. Yeah.
Okay, Kiongozi, do you see that Winnie Odinga can fit in the shoe of Raila Amolo Odinga? Like we are saying that Winnie Odinga is like they need to sharpen her when he become a deputy party leader, and then he automatically go for party leader, because we have been seeing that Oburu is somehow like ni kama anazeeka. Do you say that?
Yes. So, thank you so much for that question. Winnie Odinga, in my view, if she was to be sharpened, it couldn't be on the Linda ground side. It will be on the Linda Mwananchi side. Because Raila Odinga was the people's advocate.
Yeah, true.
People's advocate. The Linda ground side, I just want us to just take some figures in that side. And I'll use one example who, to me, I feel has been a pain to ODM, and that is Junet Mohammed.
Yeah.
Junet Mohammed, just 3-4 weeks ago, some information came about that he was the money that was supposed to be used by Azimio for mobilizing the agents, agents.
Yeah, the agent money.
He squandered it. The truth of it we might not know, but remember, there's always some truth in every rumor. And to my dear viewers, if there's anybody from Suna East, I think, Suna East, kindly tell us if Junet Mohammed has done his role. Because do you know how the basic structure of leadership is? When we delegate power to leaders, when we delegate the power for them to rule over us, in return we expect security, economic security, physical security, mental security, financial security. But has Junet done this to the people of Suna East? Yes, even to the ODM brigade. Has he done anything? Is there a day he has talked about any issue in all his recordings? So that side is not a side for the people. And even if they're talking about negotiation is good. But if you go to negotiation with President Ruto and you are not firm,
Yeah,
you'll have the case happening in Kenya. You know, you come from Western Kenya. Last year, I mean in 2022, Wetangula and Mudavadi negotiated on behalf of the bargaining chip for the Western Kenya votes.
Yeah.
And in return, Ruto promised them 1,000 kilometers of road to our members to the people from Western Kenya. Can you attest that there are 1,000 kilometers of road in Western Kenya? Ruto has been doing a tour in Western Kenya.
Yeah.
What has he been doing? What is the limelight?
But the 5 years has not ended up.
Hopefully we'll shoot another video like this one when the 5 years are up. Let us give him the time. But will he construct 1,000 kilometers of road? Yet the basic economic might of Western Kenya, which are the sugar factories, are dead under his regime. So this side, it is not perfect for win. But on the Linda Mwananchi side, it will have been perfect. Because the Linda Mwananchi side, they sit at a very perfect position which the Right Honorable Raila Odinga was in 1996 when the father Jaramogi died. And just to take you back to history, and I'll show you, and I'm just going to do a juxtaposition for you to see these two similarities. In 1996, when Jaramogi died, there were 4 Kenya elections, delegate elections. and Raila Odinga contested against Michael Kijana Wamalwa,
Yeah.
and he lost. But he cited some irregularities, and in 1997 he did something mindful. I just for the respect of time, I just skip but some things happened there. But in 1997 he resigned from Ford Kenya, and he also resigned as MP for Langata. And what did he do next? He ran with NDP, challenging the might of Ford Kenya in Langata constituency, and he won. Now come now to 2025, 2026, sorry. What is happening? Sifuna has been ousted. On his side, he has Babu, who has been, he's being messed with around in ODM, and also Winnie Odinga. What my view was that for these guys, the one main thing that they can do is they should challenge the might of ODM in Nairobi. But you know, there's the NDC coming in on the 27th of March. But they've decided to take another route, which we'll talk about. But in that NDC, Babu should have gone but should go for party leader.
Baba stated that he wanted to be party leader
against Oburu, and Sifuna should also strive to retain his SG position. And upon this, because politics is absolute, and in the absolutism of politics, there's no way ODM would allow Babu Wino to win the party leader position. So even if he loses, he should lose mightily. And that NDC if they will participate in it, will act as the deathbed of the Linda ground side, because the moment Babu Wino and Edwin Sifuna lose and they agree with their people, and also do the same thing Raila did in 97 and resign, and use their vehicle, and the Linda, even if it's the Linda Mwananchi vehicle, to campaign and seek re-election, that will be challenging the popularity of ODM in Nairobi and even in the entire nation. And right now, for our members in our viewers in Nairobi, right now, if Sifuna was to run against Jalango to the Nairobi seat, who clearly is going to win? If Babu Wino is to seek re-election in Embakasi, will he lose? No. So in that side plan, Winnie fits perfectly as being one of the people's advocates. But on the Linda ground side, that is not the people's side. Yeah.
Okay. We are saying time is not on our side. I'm seeing my director just showing me that the time is not on my side. So okay, in the 2 minutes as we wind up, how can you tell? We have seen that we have the NDC on 27, that we have the Linda Mwananchi have their NDC, Linda Ground have their NDC, and we have seen today on the press conference that the chairman of the ODM, Gladys Wanga, the governor of Homa Bay, have just said that they are going to be one NDC. So what is your view on and say on that on this 1 minute or 1 minute, please?
Having these two parallel NDCs, I feel it is also an alternative move that Linda Mwananchi said are taking in their strive to register a new political movement, because the reason why that they do not want to rush into to form another party is because they do not want anyone to blame them that the reason that the people who have caused the death of Baba's movement, which he built for the past 25 years, and put a lot of mud on Raila's legacy. So hopefully at that NDC, what I expect from Linda Mwananchi is that they should talk about the issues of the people, because it's a people's delegate convention. Let it be about the people, and they should not shun abuses or anything of the sort to the Linda Ground side. For the Linda Ground side, I saw also a press release by them that one of the things that they're going to consider Babu Wino for the Secretary General position, and also Winnie as the deputy party leaders. For Winnie, she is still young in politics. Any move in politics by her might be correct, might be right, might be wrong, but let her tread fruitfully, because the journey ahead is still fruitful for her.
Okay, what now we have listened that and get a lot of things. I think I'm going to call him another time so that we can have a good, well conversation about this law of Linda Mwananchi and Linda Ground. We have seen a lot of things in Linda Mwananchi and Linda Ground. So we have listened that Winnie Odinga to trade very well. So is upon Winnie Odinga to do a trade well. Even if you have any comment section there, you can just write down so that we can see how we can go about this one. Meet you on the next episode. Bye.